I'm so excited, guys. I just got something in the mail, guys. Yeah. Guess what? I'm sure with the title of the video, you already know what this is. But I'm going to open it. I'm going to unbox it here. It feels so surreal, guys. It feels so surreal. Like, this has been a long time coming. You know, when you've had a dream for a long time, you know, and it happens, finally happens, you will be so excited. And that's how I feel, guys. Please don't blame me. So, this is it. Immigration, Refugees, and Citizenship Canada. Guys, guess what just came in the mail? My dear card! I'm now a permanent resident of Canada, guys. I'm so excited, guys. My PR card just came, okay? So, guys, I want to share with you today our journey to Canada. I want to talk to you about permanent residence, how we got here. So guys, your girl is now a permanent resident of Canada with my whole family. Now, this happened a long time ago, a few months ago, but I just thought of bringing it here to share with you because I know that one or two people can learn from this. So for those of you who do not know, I came in here with my kids on the 23rd of March 2023. So I'm barely 1 year, not up to 1 year in Canada. And I came in here on a work permit, an open work permit. And this work permit was based on my husband's, you know, the fact that my husband was here already and he was working. So this story is going to be long, but I'm not going to talk about my husband's journey. I'm going to share my journey. Hopefully I'll bring him here on a next video to share on how we got to this point. So my husband was here already and he was working, but the initial thing was, initially he came in to do a master's, an MBA, okay? So after I think almost when he was done with his MBA, he got a job. At the time I came, okay, we were already nominated by the province of Alberta, okay, under the PNP program, which is the Provincial Nomination Program. I'm going to do a detailed video with my husband on that, okay, so you guys would understand how that works. I'm hopeful that my husband will agree to come on the channel. So I'm still trying to talk to him and I hope that he understands and he agrees to come. Now, prior to coming to Canada, okay, we wanted to come to Canada initially as permanent residents. But guys, our score in the pool was not scoring at all. And that's because each year, my husband's, you know, score was dropping, you know, because you know that at each of your birthday, your score in the pool drops. So we're not able to meet up. So we kept staying in the pool, and remaining in that pool will mean that we might not even get to Canada. So we had to think of an alternative, which was my husband coming to do his MBA here so that we can have an opportunity to, you know, transition to become permanent residents. So what we agreed on as a couple was that my husband goes first because, first of all, I had something I was doing back home, which was, of course, you know, profitable at the time. So we wanted him to go first and settle in and get, you know, when he's done with school, I would now come with the kids and join him. Guys, let's go back to the nomination part. So like I said earlier, before we came, Hobby had already gotten nominated, okay, by the province of Alberta. So when that happened, okay, he requested that we do a police report, okay, which is one of the requirements you need to get your permanent residence. So we did it. We wanted it in a hurry, so we made payments. We got someone back home in my home country. We made payments and we got it done. So upon landing in Canada, I think the week after, we got invitation to apply from IRCC because we had 600 points from the nomination we got from Alberta, which we added to our score, which put us to about 1,000 plus, you know, in the pool. So we're automatically selected in the pool to submit our application for permanent residence. So sometime in April 2023, we gathered documents, we put everything together, we submitted our permanent residence application. After submitting our permanent residence application, guys, there was silence, crickets everywhere. We did not hear from IRCC in April, we did not hear from IRCC in March, we did not hear from IRCC in June, we did not hear from IRCC in July, and in July we heard from them. My husband got an email from them, and the email was, guys, it was a cancellation of our application. IRCC cancelled our application. It was not funny because that day was not funny at all. We were so sad because we were waiting and waiting for 4 months and all we could get was a cancellation. Now, when they cancelled this application, we decided to send an email to I think my husband called IRCC to find out why it was cancelled. And guess what, guys? We were told that that my police report, which I did from my home country before I came, is not valid. And the reason is because I was already in Canada. I did it before I came to Canada. So I shouldn't have done it. I should have done it when I came to Canada. It was not funny because I was like, okay, I've heard about IRCC sending requests for additional documents. Okay, if they feel that this document is not clear or is not the right one, they can request for it. But well, maybe it's at the discretion of the officer who is processing your documents. But our own case, they cancelled it. They just told us that my police report was not valid, guys. And it was so painful because we spent so much money for the nomination of this. For the nomination, you have to pay. We spent money for that. We spent money for the police reports. We paid for the processing, and then you just cancel it just like that. It wasn't funny. Let me tell you the implications of a cancelled policy. The first implication is that you will now need to go back to the province that gave you a nomination to give you another nomination. And guess what? It is not guaranteed that you're going to get another nomination because they've given you a nomination before. Why should they give you another one when people are waiting in the queue to get nominated? So guys, it's a 50-50 chance. Another thing about a cancelled application is that you will need to pay another money. At the point where our nomination was sent to, before our nomination was sent to us, we needed to make an application, a fee of $500. I think we paid $500. So this fee you pay of nomination is dependent on the province you are applying to. So for Alberta, it's $500, but for Ontario, it is $1,000. So it differs. I don't know about other provinces. So it means that $500 we paid is a waste. So it means that we're going to pay another $500 and we are not even sure we'll be accepted. We also will have to pay for another police report for myself and for my husband. Guys, all of these things were just going through our heads and we're like, what do we do? My husband was so confused. He did not know what to do, so he did not even bother applying. He just told himself he needed time to, reflect on this and all that. So I think in August, sometime in August, because I tried to encourage him, I think sometime in August, I started talking to him about applying because it's either we apply or we stay here and not become permanent residents. So in September, I think early September, he decided to in August, towards the end of August, he tried to get another nomination. So this time we have to pay another $500. And then usually they will need to send a letter, okay, to your company. So they sent a letter to his company back home, okay, trying to verify that he was a staff and he was in good, he was in good standing with them while he worked with them. And this has been done before. But because we are applying again, they need to go through this process again. So we kept waiting for them to nominate us and no news from them. So my husband had to reach out to them again by mail. And then they responded that his company back home had not responded to their email. So he had to start pressing buttons. He called a few people in their HR department and then they responded. After that, we got a message that we had been issued another nomination. Guys, it was a great news for us. And then when we got this new nomination, we decided to apply again since we had gotten a new police report while we're here. So we applied again and then it was crickets. Well, this time around, we had to take it to God in prayer. We prayed about it, that we had waited a while and that this time it should be fast. So October went by, nothing happened. I think in October, yes. We were sent an email for biometrics, which we had to go for our fingerprints, thumbprints, and all of those things. We did that, and we didn't hear anything in November. And in December, my husband had to send a request for a GCMS note. Now, GCMS notes is if you're waiting for an application, you submitted an application and you're waiting for it while it's being processed, and maybe you waited for a while, you want to know what's happening on your application, you can request for a GCMS note. I think it's about $5 if you're applying by yourself. But if you're applying through a third party, you will need to spend as much as $30 or $25. I don't know really, but I think it's $5 we paid. So you pay $5, you request for your GCMS notes, and in 3 days, we got a response from IRCC concerning the GCMS notes. And in that note, we did not see anything tangible. The only thing that was done was biometrics. Guys, nothing had been done. No, they have to do security, they have to do so many other things. Nothing had been done on our file, and we're worried, you guys. We're worried. And I just told my husband we just needed to pray about it because there's nothing else you can do. And I think 2 weeks later, we got an email I was at work. I was just doing something on my laptop, and I got an email from IRCC. I decided to open it, and what I saw was your application is in its last stage, and we need you to, get submit your passport, take passport pictures, and then we'll send you a link where you can upload it. Guys, if you get that kind of email and within Canada, it means that your application has been approved. They only need those pictures so that they can print out your PR card. Guys, I'm so excited. The excitement is not even allowing me to think. Okay, so we knew that at that point that we had gotten the PR. So that night, my husband was like, no, he doesn't want to take chances. We went out to take pictures that night, and we uploaded it the next morning, and then we started waiting again. This was in early December, and guys, by the end of December, we got another email, and that email had our confirmation of permanent residence. That night was awesome, guys. We were overjoyed. My husband was super happy. In fact, he even, declared for us. He bought stuff. We ate. In fact, it was a nice one for us as a family, guys. Our dreams are coming true. This is the first hurdle that we have passed. The next hurdle is becoming citizens of Canada, and that's third counting, especially for my husband, who has been here for over 2 years already. Oh, guys, so I just wanted to share this with you. I hope that you learn one or two things from my story and you don't make the mistake I made, okay? So that it doesn't, stretch your processing. Thank you so much, guys, for watching my video. And on the next video, I will try to bring my husband here so we can share his journey of how he came to school here, how he was able to get nominated, because he did not school in Alberta. He schooled in New Brunswick, okay? But we're here in Alberta. So how he was able to transition to Alberta, how he got a job in tech, how he got nominated, everything is going to share here. Thank you for watching my video. I'll see you on the very next one.